I would ask Deborah Lane, the town clerk, to give us an election update.
Great, thank you very much. A reminder to residents that the upcoming election will be held on Tuesday, November 8th. Residents of Cape Elizabeth vote at the high school gymnasium, and the polls are open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. I'd also like to share with you two important issues regarding registration and absentee balloting. During the last legislative session, the legislature passed some substantive changes to election laws. The first having to do with the elimination of voter registration on Election Day, also known as same-day voter registration. The legislature did pass this law. However, following that change, there was a citizens' initiative. So on November 8th, residents of the state of Maine will be voting on this issue. Therefore, the current law stays as it is for this election. So in other words, if you'd like to register to vote, you may do so at the polls on November 8th. Whether you register at the polls or here at Town Hall before the election, please remember that proof of identity and residency is required. The second issue is absentee balloting. This is a change that will be effective for the November 8th election. The legislature has now established a cutoff for voting absentee without cause or for any reason. So if you know right now that you're going to be away, or if your preference is to vote by absentee ballot, the cutoff is 3 business days prior to the election, which is on Thursday, November 3rd. So again, please keep this in mind, that if your preference is to vote by absentee ballot or you know you're going to be away, please keep that in mind. Also, if you're not registered to vote, this cutoff does apply. So if you need to register to vote and you think that you want to vote by absentee ballot, you also do need to come in by that cutoff on Thursday, November 3rd. We do have the ballots available on the town's website, and more information about these law changes at our website at www.capeelizabeth.com.
Anne, you had a question?
Yes, I have a question for Deborah. Deb, on the absentee balloting, I understand that you wouldn't be able to come in and vote absentee in the 3 days before. Does that mean you would not be able to come in and request an absentee ballot during those 3 days?
That's correct. The November 3rd deadline applies to people coming in or requesting a ballot.
Okay.